Long before city lights washed out the night sky, early humans stared up at a dense, spinning canopy of stars, meticulously tracking their movements. Which brings us to an intriguing question. What if the massive stone monuments they left behind were built to serve as literal mirrors of that night sky? The concept suggests that specific terrestrial structures were designed, angled, and placed on the ground to match exact stellar coordinates. This leaves us with a stark divide. Either these ancient builders possessed a highly precise mathematical grasp of the cosmos, or we are looking at massive, heavy coincidences. You can find these alignments scattered across completely unconnected continents, from Mesoamerican jungles to the open deserts of North Africa. The Great Pyramids of Giza serve as the primary historical baseline for this architectural anomaly. Their edges align to the true cardinal directions with less than a 20th of a degree of error. Achieving that level of structural accuracy requires mapping the sky, yet they did it without modern surveying equipment, magnetic compasses, or telescopes. We are looking at high-precision astronomical data translated into millions of tons of stone, constructed by cultures working with basic copper tools and hemp rope. To understand how this phenomenon started, we have to look at the most obvious body in the sky, the sun. Tracking its daily path was a matter of pure agricultural survival. This diagram illustrates a solstice. By noting the extreme points of Earth's orbit, ancient architects could design structures to act as fixed, permanent markers for this exact annual cycle. You can see this directly in practice here. The temple is designed so the rising sun bisects the central pathway on one deliberate morning. Conversely, other sites use tight, narrow corridors constructed from rough stone to trap and funnel the sunset, acting as a physical countdown to winter. The mainstream historical consensus use this precision as the result of centuries of slow, methodical observation. Generations of early farmers simply watched where the light fell and adjusted their rocks over time. Building heavy stone calendars is an impressive feat of sustained human effort, but it makes sense. They needed to know exactly when to plant their crops. The practical agricultural theory works for the sun. It struggles to explain structures aligned with distant star clusters. This chart compares ancient temple layouts against deep space maps. As the overlay shows, distances between buildings correspond to specific stars. Globally, the distinct layout of Orion is frequently mirrored in ancient architecture. Looking at the real night sky, the bright, diagonal arrangement of Orion's belt is unmistakable, but aligning a building to a star is exceptionally difficult over long periods.
Because the Earth wobbles slightly on its axis, stars appear to slowly shift their position in the sky over millennia. To build an accurate, permanent reflection on the ground, the builders had to account for this long-term cosmic drift. Mapping deep space stellar drift requires compiling observation data over thousands of years and passing it down. It suggests an inheritance of advanced mathematics, far beyond casual stargazing. Psychologists point to a phenomenon called apophenia. It is the human brain's natural tendency to find meaningful patterns in completely random, disconnected information. This scatterplot demonstrates the statistical reality. If you take thousands of ruined structures across the globe and compare them against billions of stars, you are mathematically likely to find geometric shapes if you connect enough dots. You're watching Untold Indian Stories, where we explore mysteries that make you question reality. If you enjoy diving into these historical puzzles, make sure to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel. You are left with a choice. You can view these global alignments as statistical illusions, or you can accept that a deliberate blueprint connects these ancient sites. If the intentionality argument holds true, it forces us to reconsider human history. It implies that ancient humanity possessed a unified, advanced understanding of celestial mechanics that we completely lost over time. And if these heavy stones were placed with such deliberate precision, what exactly is the message they were trying to send to the future? We have to wonder whether we are just looking at enormous agricultural clocks, or if these structures are a deliberate effort to pass a specific understanding of the stars to whoever came next.